Hi kids, my name's Nicole and this is Let's Make Art, and you are here with us today to paint some holiday gnomes. Did I say that right?
Gnome way.
Gnomes. I'm just kidding, it's gnomes.
Gnomes.
So we are going to be painting this, so grab out all your supplies. We are doing a few different things. We're continuing with painting with acrylic. Oh, I don't need that this time actually, but thank you.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. We're painting with acrylic. So there's any different colors. So when we're painting our gnomes, as you'll see, is that you can make them any color. I used this really pretty gold, red, and green.
Until you moved it, I thought it was brown because of the lighting.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's shimmery.
This is gold. So if you have our box actually, or if you bought this as a kit, it's a gold paint. So we're gonna be using that. So grab that out, a paintbrush, and then any black pen. I'm gonna be using a black Posca pen, but you can use any black pen. So if you have a black pen, I was gonna say a pen you would write with, you can use any of that. Then a piece of paper. Now, you'll notice that I'm using a smaller piece of paper, but if you want and you have a bigger sheet, go and grab that. Maybe you draw a really big one. And you can...
You could draw them, but then you can put them in a vehicle. And you can call it the Gnome-mobile.
Yes. You can have so much fun with this one. Keenan's gonna have so many great ideas for this one.
Yes.
Oh, do you want to come in?
Oh, and say hi?
Yeah. So this is Keenan, our cameraman, if you've never met him before.
Hi. How are you? Thanks for coming today.
He's gonna be here painting with us today, telling some stories maybe. Okay, so the first step, what we're gonna do is we're actually going to draw these guys, or gals. You can decide if they're girls or boys.
They're three brothers.
Oh, okay.
Well, these ones are three brothers.
Okay, Keenan decided these are three brothers. But what we're gonna do is we're going to draw them. So grab out a pencil. Now, to do this, before we start, I actually want to do our motto.
Yes.
And I want you to remember all the words that we're saying as we are drawing this. So if you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I am brave.
I am brave.
I am kind.
I am kind.
And I am creative.
And I am creative.
Let's do this. Fist bump.
Yes, bump.
Okay, so the reason why we like to do that is, as we just said, is I want you to be brave when you are drawing this, because I know that you're drawing something, and if you haven't drawn before, welcome to drawing. We're gonna be doing that together, but I know you can do this inside of you. So we're gonna break it down, and you are gonna be creative here with me today. So first step is we are going to draw our bodies of our guys. Now, what I'd like you to do is you'll notice that it's on the bottom half of this page. So what actually I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna draw a line across. And it's okay if it's not straight. You'll notice it curved up a little. I don't care if it's straight or not, but that'll help me to know, okay, I'm gonna draw my bodies in the bottom half of this page because there's two halves. So I'm gonna draw three different rectangles. So it helps me actually, I'm gonna draw one in the center. So I'm just gonna draw a rectangle. And then the top part is where my line is. So there's one body. And then to the left of it, I'm gonna draw another one. So rectangles have four sides. They can be any shape. They can be really big. They can be really skinny. Again, these are your bodies. And then I'm gonna draw one to the right of it. So there are the bodies.
Nice.
Now, our gnomes have circular or oval noses. So for that is you're gonna draw the nose on the top part of your rectangles that you made. So draw an oval. It's a circular shape. So if you've never drawn an oval before, think of it as drawing a C, and then you're just gonna draw the other half, so like a backward C. Or maybe yours are circular and more of a basketball shape.
Yes, basketball shape.
So either of those work. So there are your noses. Now for the beards, you'll notice on our three brothers that all of their beards are a little bit different. So this is the fun part, and this is where I want you to be creative. So you can make them however you like and however your imagination sees these guys. So one of them, an option can be kind of like, reminds me of, actually, which one reminds you of a Santa beard?
Definitely.
That one or this one? I kind of...
Ooh.
Maybe neither of them.
I would say they're a combo of the two.
Of these two?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, describe how you would think of a Santa beard.
Santa beard is more like a rectangle, an angled rectangle.
Like that?
Yes.
That's a Santa beard?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so this guy has a Santa beard.
Perfect.
This one, I'm going to draw a dot right here, and I'm going to draw and connect my line. So it'll draw like a pointy one.
Oh, snap.
So it kind of curves like that. So it's if it kind of curves like right there in front of you.
He pinches down. He thinks a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
He's
I
the
like
thinker.
That. So, or you can draw it like this where there's two different ones. And it's kind of like a long off to the side. It reminds me of a long mustache.
Yeah.
So those are the beards. Now, our gnomes have shoes, like we all do. So they have two different shoes. Now, you can draw if you think of, I don't know, maybe they have different unique type of shoes. You can do that. Or what I like to do is I'm just going to make it simple for me right now. And I'm just going to draw ovals. Now, when I'm doing this is you'll notice that I actually drew it on top of my line. You can either do that on purpose or you can draw them below your line. It's up to you. So I'm just going to draw.
You know what the drawings kind of look like right now?
What?
They look like beds with blankets and things at the bottom. Because the pillows are at the top.
As if we're looking at the top of
Yeah.
them? That totally does. I like your imagination.
Thank you.
That's great. Okay, so there are my shoes. Now, last step is our gnomes need hats. And this is also where you get to be creative. So what is the shape of your hat? Is it a triangle?
Mm-hmm.
This one is also a triangle, but it's a shorter triangle. And then it's as if it has a little puff on top. Or maybe this one reminds me of like a wizard hat.
Oh, it totally does.
So to do that, we can...
Ooh, yes, a wizard hat.
Let's see.
He's definitely the thinker then. He's got to be preparing his spells.
Ooh, I like that, how we did that on this guy then.
Yeah, nice.
So to do that is, you'll notice that on this one, it kind of droops out a little bit and it's a little bit curved here instead of a straight point like on our triangles. So I'm going to draw my line out here, but then I'm going to draw a curve. So it kind of curves up. So it softens it a little bit, and then I'm going to curve it again. So you'll notice on this guy that it's kind of like a triangle shape, and you can decide how wide it is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come around here and draw a swirl. And then you're going to connect it. So now the hat needs to come together. So I'm going to start here. I'm just going to draw over and then connect it back to my swirl.
Nice.
It kind of looks like a Hershey.
It's like a Hershey kiss.
Hershey kiss.
Yes.
On top of my gnome.
Delicious.
On top of the bed. Okay, that is that step. Let's see. I think that's it for drawing, actually.
That is not bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is I know you can do that. It's helpful to break it down. So if you ever see something that you want to draw, remember what we're saying is breaking it down, and it'll help you to see it into shapes. So seeing it in rectangles or circles. And you can draw anything.
Anything.
Anything your imagination sees. Okay, now we are going to paint. So I'm done with my pencil. So I'm going to grab my paints. So if you have any colors, grab that out. I'm going to be using red, green, and gold, like I had said. And my paintbrush. So when you're using acrylic paint, it's a little bit different than watercolor, so you don't need to have a lot of water on your brush. But if you want to just get it wet a little bit, you can, and then just hit it off to the side. Then you get to have fun here. So I'm going to make this guy gold, or yes, I'm going to make him gold. So you can pick any color, and I'm going to dip my paintbrush in there, And let's start with the hats. So the reason why I'm deciding that is that if we start with the hats, then we won't be smearing your painting.
Smart.
Whereas if
Good
I
idea.
started here, then my hand might go over here. So I think I'm going to start with the top of my hat. Now, when you're doing this, you can decide again what you want it to be. Do you want your hat to be decorated with stripes? So you can draw stripes like that. Or maybe we draw stripes at a diagonal.
Ooh.
Diagonal means where it's at a different angle. So this is horizontal, this is vertical, and we're going to draw them at a diagonal. So we're just mixing it up. I want to show you different ways that you can decorate your hat. So these are just stripes like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Now, to clean my brush, or when I want to switch a color, I'm going to clean my brush, sweep it off the bottom, hit it off to the side. Let's pick the next color. I'll do green for this one. Now for this one, let's see. I'll do dots again. So this one you'll see that I had added dots to his hat. Now the cool thing is that dots can be any size. So maybe they're really small. They're like polka dots.
Oh yeah, he has a little hat, little dots.
Yeah. It's like they're green snowballs. So you can draw them any size. So that's how you do that. Just adding polka dots to this guy. Then, should his puff be a color? Maybe some gold.
Ooh, yes, a gold puff. I was actually thinking a red puff, but gold is way cooler.
Ooh, okay.
Because green and red go really well together. Maybe the middle can be gold.
I was going to say.
And the exterior can be red.
Yes, I wanted to mix it. Good teamwork.
Teamwork.
Okay, gold, and then I'll add red.
Do you have names for these three brothers?
Do you have names?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. On the left, with the gold diagonal hat, we have Oscar. His brothers call him Os because he used to have a stutter, and they didn't want him to forget that he did a lot of hard work to get rid of his stutter, so they call him Os to say that he has done a lot of good work. The middle is Donald.
Okay.
And Donald, he's a farmer, so he likes to take care of his brothers because he knows that they're hungry. They're big eaters. Okay. And on the right, we have Marvin. Marvin is the smart one of the three, or at least he thinks so. Okay. So he has a lot of learned doctor things, but he loves his brothers, so he makes sure that they're always healthy.
Is he kind?
Oh, he's so kind. But he sometimes doesn't let his brothers know that he loves them very much.
Oh.
Just to keep them on their toes. Because he's also the oldest.
Marvin. Donald.
Oscar. Os.
Perfect. Okay. So Marvin, I want to show you how he is going to have some stars on his hat. So I'll do them in red, or you can do them in gold. But I wanted to show you, thank you for your story, by the way.
You're welcome.
You can keep telling more facts about them, or tell us more about them as I keep painting. But for this one is, I'm going to add stars. So I want to show you how you can do this. A way that you can add stars is, if you know how to do a 5-pointed star, you can do that. Or if you'll notice in this one, is it's a little bit simpler. So what it is I'm going to draw a line down and a line across. So think of, it's either a plus sign or an X. And then you're going to draw a line in the space between at a diagonal or a different direction over it. And then one more the opposite direction, so the other side, like that. Woo! So then you can draw a bunch of them to fill up your hat. So again, a plus sign, and a line across, and a line across. Now, this is also how you draw snowflakes. So if you actually want them to be red snowflakes, maybe you add dots to them, which looks really cool. I like that.
I like the red
Maybe
snowflake.
you have more dots on there.
Ooh, that's neat.
Whoa. This is how you be creative, is you just try different things and you see what happens. You use your imagination and you draw it. So I'm going to keep going. Maybe I'll draw one more. Ooh, draw some dots going along it.
That's cool.
Fun. Okay, Marvin. I like your hat, buddy.
Nice hat, Marvin.
Okay, now we decorated our hats. Our brothers need some color on their noses. So we're gonna mix a color. Grab one of your lids to your acrylic paint, or if you have something else, maybe grab a paint that you can mix a color on. And I wanna show you how you can mix a skin color. So you'll notice that we don't have this kind of peachy color. If you have that, go ahead and paint with that, but I wanna show you how you can mix it using the colors that we have. Ooh, which I need white. I didn't realize. Maybe a little bit of white. You might not need a lot, but I have a little bit of white too. So what we're gonna use is we're gonna use red. So just a little bit of red. I already have some on here, so that might be good. Red. So again, when I switch colors, I'm gonna clean my brush and use a little bit of white. So when you add white to a color, let me put this in the center. Can you see how my red got a little bit lighter because I added white, so it made kind of a pinky color?
Yes.
Now, clean my brush. Here's the cool thing. If you add a little bit of gold.
Stop it. What's going to happen?
Might need a little bit more.
Is it going to be shiny?
Yeah, it's going to be a shiny
way.
nose. So this color is a little bit brownish. Gold kind of has a brown, so that's why it's helping to make more of our skin color. Now, skin colors are all different colors. And also, our gnomes they're mythical creatures, so they can have any color nose, actually.
Yes.
So if you're being a magician over here, you can mix up, see what colors you make. Ooh, I added a lot of white, so it's kind of a pinky nose. Maybe.
That makes sense. Yeah. Donald definitely has a little bit more of a pink nose because he's outside farming quite a bit. Got some sunburns every once in a while, you know?
Donald.
So
he's a little bit more pinky.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me add some gold. Just kind of mixing up.
He's got a cat named Sylvester that follows him everywhere.
Ooh, what color is the cat?
Oh, he's black and white.
But he's striped?
No, not striped. He's got, it's black fur on his body, and then he's got some white on his face. Mostly black, though.
Okay, so maybe both of them. So Oscar, there we go. So you can see that there's a little bit difference.
Yeah.
By just adding the gold,
Oscar's
you're making
inside more often.
A whole different color. I'll do Oscar.
Oscar's an accountant.
Works with numbers.
Yes.
Fun. Okay, so we added their noses. Now we need to paint their bodies. Okay, the accountant is gonna wear green.
Okay.
Because of money.
Okay, because money's green.
So our body is going to be green. So when I'm looking at this is that I want my beard to stay white, and then I'm going to paint my shoes black. So if you can either paint over it or you can just kind of go around it. But I'm just going to paint in the spot around my beard. Don't worry if you go over your lines. It's okay. Going to paint his green suit. Now, if you want to be creative, maybe you add a pattern also to the body.
Ooh.
It could have dots. It could have stripes too.
You could give him a scarf.
Yes.
In a different color.
Yes. You can definitely do that. Okay, so again, I want to switch colors, so I need to wash my brush. What color do you want Donald to be? He's got a lot of color going on.
Yes, he does. What colors can we make?
Oh, you want to make a color?
Well, here's the thing. If he was working on a farm with bulls, red's going to irritate the bulls. I think.
So gold? Does he want to blend in?
Let's do gold. Let's do gold. Yeah, that's a good call.
let's see.
Not necessarily blend in, but you know.
We can be creative and...
He doesn't want to get charged by a bull.
Farmer. Oh, so would he be wearing a flannel like I am?
Yes, he's wearing a flannel. Can we do a flannel pattern?
Okay. I have lines going across. Right?
Yes.
Okay, and then I have some lines going vertical. But are they different sizes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the different sizes come from different colors.
Oh, well, he's gonna get a checkered gold. Is that right?
Look at that. He looks Scottish.
He likes to have a Scottish accent when he talks to his animals. Okay, maybe. So you're saying some of the shapes are different colors?
Yeah, sometimes. Oh yeah, nice. The name's Donald, and I've brought you some food to eat. I take care of my cattle, and my chickens, and my brothers.
Perfect. That's awesome. Donald, you sound like the man. Okay. That's great. Now, what color do we have left? We have red. So Marvin's going to just be all red because he's got a red hat. Let's give him a red bodysuit. Paint him red.
Mm-hmm. This is his office suit.
Ooh.
He wears this for meetings that he doesn't attend.
Then paint this all in. And actually, if you're painting this with us and if you also like to do, I realize, if you have crayons or if you have any other type of coloring tool, you can do this as well with that.
Oh, nice.
You don't have to use acrylic paint. This is your painting to decorate. Okay, the cool red suit. Now, we are on our last step together. So when you're looking at this, you'll see that our gnomes, the difference between this one and this one is the black lines on the outlines of it. So we're gonna bring our whole painting together and we're gonna use a black pen. Like I said, you don't have to use the same exact one. If you have any other black pen, go and grab that. So I'm gonna set this aside for a second. And do I have a piece of paper? Let's just use this. Okay, so what I want to show you is that if you have our Posca pen, which is a paint pen, and you open it, yours will probably look like this and it will be white on the inside. And when you use it, you'll notice that nothing comes out. So to start a pen, if you have this one, is you're going to shake it, whoa, and that might happen, flying pin, is you're going to shake it for about 10 seconds. So count 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to press it down onto a scratch piece of paper and you're going to hold it. This is also a magic trick because what will happen eventually is that the paint will start to seep through. If it doesn't happen right away, you'll notice that I picked it up and then I kind of pushed again. So what's happening is that you have paint inside of it, and that little ball that you heard when I was shaking it was moving it up and down, and it was mixing the paint. Now you'll see that it's kind of starting to come through. There's a little bit of black. So I'm going to push it again, hold it. There we go. And it'll start to come through. So now when I use it, magic. It's ready for me to use.
Nice.
So that's how you do that. Now, I am looking at this. The one thing that I want a tip is that we want our paint to be fully dry. So if yours is not dry yet, like mine, it's a little bit wet, I can see it. If I look at it, it's kind of shimmery and shiny. Is that we're gonna take a quick snack break so it'll be fully dry, and then I'll show you how to finish this off.
Perfect.
Okay, snack break. Okay, we are back. So my painting completely dry. I'm gonna grab my black pen And we're gonna do the final step. So you are simply going to outline. And when you're doing this, is I'm just gonna follow my pencil lines and I'm gonna outline and use my black pen. But here's the fun thing, is that you don't always have to follow the rules when it comes to painting. This is your chance to play. So even though I have a straight line here, Keenan was looking at me a little confused.
Yeah. What do you mean we don't have to follow the rules?
Is that I don't want you to feel, what's the word for restrictive? That you have
restricted,
which means that you always have to follow it. Because even though I have a straight line, I see this hat and it kind of has a little curve to it. So instead of a straight hat like this, I see it as kind of having a curve. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my imagination and I'm gonna draw it with a curve.
Oh.
And then it kind of comes to a point right there. So see how I used that straight line as my guideline, but I added a curve to it. So I'm going to draw my nose. And then the same thing with my beard. So I don't want to follow the line exactly. I want this beard to be fluffy. So to do that is I'm going to draw kind of C shapes. Think about it as if it has the hair kind of goes like this around it.
Yes.
So I'm just kind of drawing C shapes around my beard. So does that feel fluffier?
Totally
than
fluffy.
if I just drew a straight line? So that's how we're using our tool, which is our pen, to draw these things. So now I'm going to draw my body. And then my shoes, I'm just going to color them in. So draw this oval. Maybe the shoes are a color if you want to go back and use your paint. Add that line there. So again, same thing. I'm going to continue to outline. Maybe this one goes like that. I'm trying to see if I see an outline. Maybe I see an outline there.
All inside?
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
That works.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I'm going to continue to outline and make up some different things. So maybe this one has a wavy hat.
Oh, I like the wavy hat.
I just felt like doing that because it kind of matches the wavy and curves there. So you can do that. Maybe let's see, another way you can do the Santa hat is I'm going to draw, actually maybe I'll think about and I'll continue the same squiggle wavy lines, and maybe I'll do that for his beard. So I'm just kind of going up and down so his beard matches that. That looks
so perfectly framed.
And continue my lines. This is Donald.
Good old Donald.
Color it in.
Yeah, McDonald, he has a farm.
Oh, wow. I see you. Yes, this is how you be creative. You use things that you know. Okay, now this one is Marvin. When I have my swirl, I think I'm gonna start from the top, and I'm just gonna add my swirl, and I'm gonna follow my lines, because this time my lines really help me. So I'm just gonna follow my lines, curve around, draw my nose. Let's see, for this beard, it's kind of a little bit more slick. If he goes like this, it's kind of a slicker beard. So maybe I'll just draw a straight line, but then it connects here, and then it has a little, little part right there.
Nice.
Now, his body, his clothes are a little bit looser, so I think I'm going to add a little wave to his body, just because I feel like it.
Okay.
And maybe his shoes are pointy.
Oh, snap.
I just thought of that right now. Again, we're being creative together.
What a good idea.
Because it matches his hat. Marvin, you're a great dude.
Marvin is a great dude. Look at that guy.
Yes. Okay, we're done. Now, you can, maybe you add their names at the bottoms or right here or on their hat. You can maybe make a scene behind it. Where does this take place? These are your creatures to come up with. And we're so excited for you to tell us a story about them as well,
yes.
About yours. Name them, tell us. We have a Facebook group called Let's Make Art Kid Projects. Ask a grown-up to take a picture of what you made and share it with us. And the last thing is, because we always got to do this, is I want you to clean up all your supplies. So if you have acrylic paint, put the lids back on. Then make sure your pen is closed. Wash your brush by sweeping the floor. And then you're done. That was so much fun. That was a great one. I'm really excited. Always remember that you are brave, kind, and creative. And thanks for painting along with us. We have so much fun. We'll see you next time.